detrimental effects of blaming, and the benefits of letting go of blame. Here are some reasons why Buddhism encourages individuals to stop blaming. A. End of suffering. Blame often involves harboring negative emotions, such as anger, resentment, and bitterness towards others. When individuals let go of blame, they release themselves from the burden of carrying these negative emotions. This release can lead to a significant reduction in mental anguish and inner turmoil. Blame is often associated with past events or actions. When individuals blame others or themselves for past wrongs, they remain trapped in a cycle of rumination and regret. Letting go of blame allows them to free themselves from the past and focus on the present moment, fostering a sense of inner peace. Holding on to blame can be mentally exhausting and emotionally draining. It keeps individuals stuck in a state of conflict and emotional distress. By letting go of blame, they create space for more positive emotions, such as forgiveness, compassion, and acceptance, which contribute to inner peace and well-being. Blame can strain relationships and create conflict. When individuals release blame, it often leads to improved relationships and a more harmonious social environment. Healthy and supportive relationships are a key factor in experiencing inner peace. Letting go of blame is a form of acceptance. It means accepting that the past cannot be changed, and individuals cannot control the actions of others. This acceptance is a cornerstone of inner peace, as it aligns with the Buddhist concept of impermanence and non-attachment. Individuals often blame themselves for their own mistakes or shortcomings. Self-blame can lead to self-criticism and a harsh inner dialogue. By letting go of self-blame, individuals can practice self-compassion and cultivate a more peaceful relationship with themselves. Blame is often tied to the ego's need for self-preservation and the desire to be right. By letting go of blame, individuals can transcend the ego's attachment to being justified or avenged. This transcendence contributes to a sense of inner peace. Central to Buddhist teachings is the recognition of the universality of suffering and the path to its cessation. Blaming others or external circumstances often leads to mental suffering. By letting go of blame, individuals can reduce their own mental anguish and find inner peace. B. Law of karma. Buddhism teaches the law of karma, which suggests that our actions have consequences. Blaming others or external factors doesn't align with the principle of taking responsibility for our own actions and their outcomes. Instead, understanding the law of karma helps individuals focus on their actions and their ethical consequences. Blaming others or external factors involves attributing the consequences of our actions to outside sources. This often leads to a sense of victimization, where individuals believe that they are not responsible for the outcomes in their lives. The law of karma is a fundamental concept in Buddhism, emphasizing that our actions have consequences. It is based on the principle that every action, whether physical, verbal, or mental, has a corresponding effect. Good actions lead to positive outcomes, while harmful actions result in negative consequences. Understanding the law of karma encourages individuals to take responsibility for their actions and their ethical consequences. It means recognizing that we are not passive recipients of events, but active participants in shaping our lives through our choices. Buddhism places a strong emphasis on ethical conduct sila as a means to create positive karma. This includes refraining from harmful actions, such as lying, stealing, and harming others. When individuals blame external factors for their actions, they often fail to address their own ethical conduct. Taking responsibility aligns with the path of personal growth and transformation. By acknowledging their actions and their impact on others and themselves, individuals have the opportunity to learn, grow, and make positive changes. Blaming others can lead to a cycle of negativity, resentment, and conflict. When individuals take responsibility for their actions, they break free from this cycle and are better positioned to cultivate peace, harmony, and personal development. In a broader context, taking responsibility encourages a sense of accountability in society. It fosters ethical behavior and reduces the propensity to shift blame onto others, leading to a more just and harmonious community. Seat empowerment. Blaming disempowers individuals by making them feel like victims of circumstances or other people's actions. Buddhism encourages individuals to take control of their own minds and behaviors, empowering them to make positive changes and choices. Blaming often leads to a victim mentality, where individuals perceive themselves as helpless or at the mercy of external circumstances or other people's actions. It creates a sense of powerlessness and resignation. Buddhism encourages individuals to take personal responsibility for their thoughts, emotions, and actions. It emphasizes that individuals have the capacity to shape their own destinies through ethical living and inner transformation. Blaming often leads to reactive behavior, where individuals respond impulsively to perceived wrongs or injustices. Through self-awareness and mindfulness, individuals can break free from this cycle and respond to situations with greater clarity and wisdom. Buddhism teaches that individuals have the ability to control their minds and direct their thoughts and emotions in positive directions. By taking control of their minds, individuals can reduce negative thought patterns that lead to blame and victimhood. Empowerment in Buddhism also comes through ethical living. By making choices aligned with ethical principles, like non-harming ahimsa, truthfulness, and compassion, individuals can create positive changes in their lives and relationships. The ability to take responsibility and make positive choices contributes to inner strength and resilience. Individuals become better equipped to face life's challenges and adversities without succumbing to blame or a sense of helplessness. Empowerment through taking responsibility leads to healthier and more harmonious relationships. It fosters open communication, empathy, and cooperation, reducing conflicts that often arise from blame. D. Mindfulness and self-reflection. Blame often arises from a lack of mindfulness and self-reflection. Buddhism encourages individuals to be mindful of their thoughts and emotions, allowing them to recognize when blame arises. Through self-reflection, one can gain insight into their own patterns of thought and behavior. Letting go of blame is in line with mindfulness practices. It encourages individuals to be present in the moment, rather than dwelling on past grievances or anticipating future conflicts. Mindfulness is a proven method for reducing mental anguish and promoting inner peace. Taking responsibility involves self-awareness and mindfulness. It requires individuals to be aware of their intentions, actions, and their ethical implications. Practicing mindfulness allows them to make choices consciously, rather than reactively. Buddhism places a strong emphasis on mindfulness, which involves being fully aware of one's thoughts and emotions without judgment. Mindfulness empowers individuals to recognize their own patterns of thought and behavior, enabling them to make conscious choices. E. Compassion. Blaming is often rooted in negative judgments and a lack of understanding of others' actions. Buddhism promotes compassion, encouraging individuals to understand the suffering and imperfections of themselves and others. Replacing blame with compassion can lead to better relationships and a more harmonious world. F. Non-attachment. Buddhism emphasizes non-attachment to external conditions and outcomes. Blaming is often associated with attachment to particular outcomes or expectations. Letting go of blame and non-attachment can lead to a sense of inner peace and equanimity. G. Metta, loving kindness. Replacing blame with loving kindness, metta, is a central practice in Buddhism. Practicing metta meditation fosters a sense of goodwill and love for all beings, including those we might be tempted to blame. It leads to greater inner peace and harmony in relationships. H. Self-transformation. Buddhism teaches the path of self-transformation and awakening. By letting go of blame, individuals can focus on their own inner growth and the development of wisdom, compassion, and mindfulness. In summary, Buddhism encourages individuals to stop blaming because it leads to suffering, disempowerment, and a negative cycle of thought and action. Individuals can find greater inner peace, compassion, and personal growth. This approach is aligned with the central teachings of Buddhism, related to the alleviation of suffering and the pursuit of enlightenment.